Say what I want like I'm Taylor. My kind of white like Taylor. Swear. Taylor. Yeah.
We're back at Elajas Reacts. Today we're getting into Suburban with Paramore. Now, I only know the Paramore, like the band, you know what I'm saying? That's what you get when you let your heart win, something like that. Oh, whoa, that's the only Paramore I know. I don't know if they made a song about Paramore. I've never heard of Suburban before. This is a good thing about me on the internet. A lot of times I don't really know who these people are or what these people got going on. So I like learning about new people, though, and listening to new music. So that's what we're going to do here with, Elajas Reacts. So, Suburban, in case you don't know how we get down here at the Elajas React stage, I need you to understand. If I think that the song is butt cheeks, if I don't like you guys' video, and I just think that what's going on is atrocious, it gets him out to the damn. Hold on, I think that was bad. It gets him out to the damn bottle, okay? But if it's fire, though, I have no reason to say it's not fire. You feel me? I'm gonna let that thing blow in broad day. They call me the Amiri Assassin, in case you didn't know. But let's get into it.
We're honored that this is pretty much the first collaboration that you've ever done. First off, I'm like super honored that this is pretty much the first collaboration that.
Okay, so is he Suburban by himself and she's Aurora? Let me know.
You've ever.
She looks like she yodels. Does she yodel? Favorite movie is Shrek. Nah, but word.
Super honored that this is pretty much the first collaboration that you've ever done.
I rarely do work with other artists.
Nah, word to me she yodels. And that's no disrespect. Word to me she yodels. I ain't gonna lie.
I rarely do work with other artists. But I was really drawn to you because you're it's good. And I'm also.
Yeah.
So it's good.
You have very.
I don't know what she means by that. You talking about hair? Or are you saying you're nuts? Trying to say you're both nuts? I swear. I either took that as hair or y'all are both nuts and insane. But like the Kanye lyric, name one genius that ain't crazy. Facts.
It's good. And I'm also.
Yeah.
So it's good.
You have very angelic vocals.
Now, what's the temperature in this building? Because she's wearing her whole collarbone is out, right? And he's wearing a North Face jacket. Like, I'm confused. With like possibly a sweater, but really probably just a t-shirt. I'm confused.
And I'm also.
Yeah.
So it's good.
You have very angelic vocals.
Well, you have a really nice voice as well. It's very unique.
Riz. Nah, they really flirted up right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's told to me.
Vocals.
Well, you have a really nice voice as well. It's very unique and weird, which is cool.
It's very breathy.
Yeah.
I have a very breathy voice.
Yeah, it's very nice. And mine is very sharp. So I think they're very nice together.
Yeah.
Like a cloud holding a knife.
Yeah.
That was an interesting metaphor. Like a cloud holding a knife. Wow. It's a knife.
So I think they're very nice together.
Yeah.
Like a cloud holding a knife.
Yeah.
Now look at his face.
Very nice together.
Yeah.
Like a cloud holding a knife.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, spicy. Yeah. That's it. You're a menace to society.
So I think they're very nice together.
Yeah.
Like a cloud holding a knife.
Yeah.
Nah, look how she looked at him. Come on. Tell me she don't want a piece. Look, nah. Once he looked away, she was still looking. Come on. I think Aurora want a piece of Suburban. She want to see that. She want to see what the cul-de-sac. She want to see the cul-de-sac. Nah, that was a bar. Nah, she want to see the cul-de-sac as a bar, bruh. Come on, give me that. Come on, you can let me know in the comments section that was trash. She want to see the cul-de-sac. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
She want to get in those.
There's a generational difference between a lot of parents that affects their child's love life in a lot of instances, especially one that's fueled by belief or religion or just plain, boomerism. So this song...
That's what they call it, like when you're a boomer, a baby boomer, they call it boomerism.
Religion or just plain, boomerism. So this song is really describing the dynamic of your partner getting flack and that returning to you. In some situations, extreme situations, getting kicked out of their own house because of sexual relations or premarital sexual relations. Originally, I wrote it.
Getting kicked out the crib because they caught you getting it on the couch. Busted your legs open, see what's in between that thigh gap. That's what he's trying to say in Ebonics. He's trying to say, premarital sexual relations and getting kicked out of the crib because you was sticking your tongue in places that is not an applesauce container, if you feel what I'm saying. But it was a different kind of apples. You know what I'm saying? Someone was eating a different kind of apples with pie inside.
Sexual relations or premarital sexual relations. Originally, I wrote it like very improvisationally, right on the spot with another producer. I sent it over and with a blank that I produced out specifically for what I thought. I wanted to hear female vocals, and Aurora perfectly matched that aesthetic.
I really like the song. I'm very dedicated to battling shame because I'm so upset with all the different ways we are shaming, especially about the beautiful things that makes us human, like love and sex, and it could be so pure and lovely, and all of these weird shamings just ruins such a perfectly beautiful, naturally wild thing. I love the message of the whole song. Sex is cool.
Ooh, that's what I'm trying to say. She want a piece of my minds, bruh. I'm trying to tell you. She's basically getting this man signals like, yo, I don't get why they be trying to make sex seem weird. I just want to, go pogo sticking for the weekend. That's all I'm saying. Like jump roping is my hobby. That's what she's trying to say. She like to double dutch, and she want to do double dutching with my son Suburban. She want to see what's inside his cul-de-sac. Where's Ed, Ed, and Eddie? She's trying to suck on some other type of jawbreaker. I'm going crazy right now.
A wild thing. I love the message of the whole song. Sex is cool.
Sex is cool.
So, you need a video. Go to Fiverr.
Tell me, is your father a good man? It's surprising how little he seems to understand.
I always like when the first line has a little...
It's so funny how, artists' voices usually sound different from their talking voice.
Seems to understand.
I always like when the first line has a little bit of, captivation or shock value, and in a lot of relationships, you want to know the reality of who you're dating, and often a reflection of that can be their parents. And a lot of the times it's actively involved in a lot of their decision making if they still have a stronghold grasp on their child. With parenting, it's a fine line you have to walk. In most of my relationships, I've met parents who struggle recognizing their child as an individual, especially coming into adulthood. Is your parenting part of the equation? Is your father a good man?
His daughter.
That's a fact, though. You know what I'm saying? Parents do have a, grip on the child's upgrading, but at the same time, they should if they're good parents. Not a grip, but they definitely should be involved. At the end of the day, like you said in the beginning, you said sex is cool. I think that you shouldn't really shame a parent for not wanting to, have a kid be out there clapping from 13, 14, because you know what I'm saying? There's some mofos that don't even want to ever put on a jacket. See how you wearing a jacket? There's some mofos that never put on a jacket, and now they got little jackets running around for the rest of their life, and now they don't know how to stop. Now they got 33 jackets, and now they Nick Cannon, and you got to go to 40 cribs for Mother's Day. You know how much flowers that is? That's mad money on flowers. Flowers are expensive. I'm not going to hold you. Just to die in 2 weeks? Now, let's really talk about it. Flowers be mad expensive just to die in 2 weeks. That be blowing minds, bro.
Adulthood. Is your parenting part of the equation? Is your father a good man?
His daughter was my savior.
There's a biblical parallel with me saying your daughter was my savior. Obviously a double meaning for seeing as there was a conflict of interest, but I thought it was similar because in a lot of ways she was my savior in that moment. I was very, very socially inept, still am.
That's what I said. I'm socially awkward. I bet you would have said. You know what I'm saying? Lack of social skills is what he's basically saying of himself. Introvertive. I feel that though. Introvertiveness is in all of us in one way or another, in my opinion.
Very socially inept, still am. This was a first experience for me, like getting out of my shell during my youth.
Sure, she can be a little indecisive, but I don't have to make.
Yo, the way that son is singing this song, boy. Like, nah, hold on.
Decisive, but I.
Like this nigga sing like he chewing on a bagel or something. Like, nah, son sing like he chewing on a bagel. Word to me, bro.
Indecisive, but I don't have to make her choose 'cause
She has had moments.
Nah, word to me, you cannot tell me son did not look like he was chewing on a bagel.
but I don't have to make her choose 'cause
She has had moments where she is directly influenced by her parents. She's indecisive, but I don't have to make her choose because I have faith in this situation. She needs to find herself as an individual and stop being ruled by a few things that did have a lot of influence on her growing up, and in turn had a lot of influence on our relationship.
Nah, that's a fact though. Like, it's so funny because, man, life is crazy. Because a parent is honestly battling, trying to make their. Because if the parent is involved, they're essentially going to try to make their kid a reflection of themselves, right? And if you're a reflection of your parent, if you came from a similar structure, but if you didn't come from a similar structure, then you're just an individual that maybe had to grow up on your own and then figure out who you were. So now you're bringing a whole different thing to this person's structure that they were trying to build a whole reflection of themselves. But now you're throwing a wrench in that because you bringing whatever you got to this person and trying to make them and give them ideology that could be good or bad for that person. And now you essentially throwing a wrench to that parent's like structure, what they were trying to build their child out to be. But then you could be like, oh, why should there be a structure? Why can't the kid just learn what's going on their own? And facts, none of it's wrong, but it's also it's a little sticky. It's a sticky situation. Ain't a lot sticky like General Tso's. That sticky fingers, that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's quite sticky. Pause.
Growing up, and in turn had a lot of influence on our relationship.
oh, this is how it goes. Watching it unfold, playing my own role.
This is how it goes, really, was.
He has different breath tones. I like that. Like different, like he can just go into different breath pockets, like with his voice. You know what I'm saying?
Playing my own role.
This is how it goes, really, was a moment of knowing a fallout will occur, knowing that I will get into a conflict with the parents, and just waiting for the inevitable. And that's what occurred over dinner. It was a very awkward dinner. They had caught us. I'd been caught in the act.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was part of what I said earlier. Like, they just necessarily don't want to just you guys clapping in they crib. Like, that's kind of what it is. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's what it be. Like, when you grow up, you be horny and you want to get it in. And, the strict rulings of parents can tell their kid, you can't even be out past 6 p.m. Come home. You know what I'm saying? Especially growing up, like, what are you going to say? No, I'm going to live on my own. Like, you broke and you ain't been through life at all. Like, you can take your butt back to the crib, stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Word two, you feel me? But, like, yeah, that's what it be, though, for real. He talking that hot stuff. Hot sauce. Young and maybe. So, like,
Occurred over dinner. It was a very awkward dinner. They had caught us. I'd been caught in the act. Got to the point where they were asking her to break up with me or move out.
I mean, once you get caught banging they offspring, Yeah, I get caught banging the offspring is nuts.
To the point where they were asking her to break up with me or move out, and they kicked her out. This is how it goes, watching it unfold, playing my own role.
Dum dum diddy dum dum diddy daddy dum.
Nah, my son had to be killing her with the yamin, because she was so infatuated she got kicked out of her parents' house. My son had to be giving her the yamins of the century, bro. Like, what? Talk to him.
Unfold, playing my own role.
Dum dum diddy dum dum diddy daddy dum.
That was almost like a nursery rhyme, and just phonetically it sounded fun, the alliteration. And I was playing a little dialogue in my head. Daddy, don't make me leave this home. Don't kick me out. I can be better.
Make me leave this home. This is what you chose. I can't let him go. Dum dum diddy dum dum diddy daddy dum.
The father coming down on her. This is what you chose. You have to live with the consequences. Then her coming back. I can't let him go. Driven by love, not logic, pure emotion and instinct. And
I don't know. Like, I love love. I do love love, but sometimes you gotta think logical. Like, bro, how old he probably was? I'm jacking in my head. I've been thinking 19. So say you 19, you get kicked out of your parents' house to go do some like love thing, and it doesn't even sound like that they worked out. So it's like, bro, what? Like, imagine you do all that, you don't even work out with your boyfriend. Like, at that point, you must marry me. I got kicked out of my parents' house. You're not going nowhere. You here, stupid. Like, nah, it's me and you now. This is what you wanted, right? Like, nah, that's insane. I ain't gonna lie. Like stuff like that is how you end up in a situation that you maybe would not want to be.
driven by love, not logic, pure emotion and instinct in this situation.
We're both working from home. The high-speed internet is absolutely critical.
Get Fios, the 100% fiber optic network.
In our house, the quiet is so loud. I think I was imagining this whole thing from the girl's perspective, being reprimanded by a parent, or being like disapproved of or disowned. It's such an extremely painful thing to go through. And that silence around the dinner table, that I'm imagining this uncomfortable silence where you're not allowed to express yourself or to speak your mind or speak your truth or be who you are and be human, be normal even. I'll never hear a single word you want to show.
Damn. Her voice is fine. I ain't gonna hold you. Her voice is quite enjoyable. I was waiting for her to come on this joint. I ain't gonna care. Like, I was like, yo, I feel like she gonna come in and just snap on this bit. And that's exactly what she doing.
Hear a single word you want to show. I was thinking both from the father's perspective, that you'll never get to hear, like his anger is kind of endless because he will never understand, but also that he'll never hear every single word she wants to shout because she will never be given the space to be understood or to speak her mind. Oh God, you're just a child. I kind of wanted to scare the listener a bit in the song. I'm imagining that's how it feels for her to constantly be called a child when she is not anymore. Is this very...
But I'm not saying that age defines status of growth, because it definitely does not. But, okay, like, I do believe that some youth believe that they grown when maybe they really not. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Constantly be called a child when she...
But you don't have to necessarily call the I guess, quote unquote child a child. That's you know, again, sometimes you gotta show that respect of talking to them like maybe not the equal, but a person that feel like they can get their stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Man, really, life just be a fine line when it comes to that type of stuff. Boy, I ain't gonna hold this. That's why I'm be like, yo, put a jacket on, boy. But like this man, they different in weathers. I ain't gonna lie. She wearing her collarbones out. My man's is wearing a Monclesi. You know what I'm saying? What is the temperature in there? Is the AC on? Is the heat on? I'm confused.
I'm imagining that's how it feels for her to constantly be called a child when she is not anymore. Is this very undignifying way of kind of taking control over a child as a parent simply because you can. Oh, he can be a little too invasive. When I heard Suburban's Pre for the first time, oh, she can be a little indecisive. I just loved the way that word kind of tickled my mind, and I loved the way it tasted in my mouth. And I...
Nah, what? Nah, what?
Kind of tickled my...
Nah, I like... If I ever get to interview you, Aurora, because in case you didn't know, you know what I'm saying, my name's Taylor Elajas. I'm also an interviewer. You dig what I'm saying? Check out my interviews on EBNTV on Roku, or you can check it out on my Instagram, which is on the screen, Taylor Elajas, for me. But I would definitely, oh, and also like the video while you're here. Like the video. If you got this phone, the video, like the video, comment Wolfpack for me. But yeah, and I was like, if I ever get to ask you a question, I would ask you, what are you talking about right here?
Indecisive. I just loved the way that word kind of tickled my mind, and I loved the way it tasted in my mouth.
I need the answer to this question. What do you mean by that? I need the answer to this question.
And I really wanted to recreate that phonetically pleasingness. It was just fun to flip the perspective around. Oh, he can be a little too invasive. And that's probably why she's a little indecisive. And I just want to live. For me, when I added the little I just want to live, it's kind of to explain how little we are asking for. It's such a small question, it's such a small demand to ask for respect and ask for freedom to do what you want with your lovely body and soul. This song
I get it, but I don't know, I like to present both sides of things. Like, but you gotta understand why your parent wouldn't want you to be doing that in their crib, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that part, though. I understand you can definitely be like, yeah, I want to be able to be myself and get my hole jammed by an eggplant if I want to. You feel me? Like, it's my hole. If I want to get a plastic bottle thrown through my lake, that's what I want to do with my lake. Which woman, like, that's not your lake. I don't care that I came out your lake and your ovaries. This is my ovaries now. And I want to do what I want to do with them. You feel me? So I get that, but at the same time, you in your parents' crib getting your coochie microwaved. You feel what I'm saying? That's a whole thing. At the end of the day, that's a whole thing. As a parent, I think that's weird if you are like consciously knowing that your child is getting like pulverized by their you know what I'm saying, significant other. It's like, wow, you know, would you want to have that happen in your crib? You feel me? Like, so I get it though. I get both sides though. I do get both sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get like I can't sit here and truly say I don't understand both sides of the situation. The couple, they want to be able to get busy and you know, do something with some bump and grinds. But at the end of the day, you in your parents' crib, they don't want you to be getting audience clapped on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like that. What if they want to come downstairs and watch Matlock? What if they want to come downstairs and watch MASH? You know what I'm saying? They trying to watch the Golden Girls, and you getting mollywopped on the leather couch. Come on.
To do what you want with your lovely body and soul. This song talks about such an important topic, and it's weird to me that it's even a topic we need to write about, but we do. So I try to like make a yin to his yang by saying he can be a little too invasive, because I love when words both like connect phonetically as well. It's very intriguing for the mind.
First off,
I know off that intriguing word, she liked how that one tasted in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Her words, not mine. But yeah, that was Suburban and Aurora with, what was the name of that joint? That was Paramore. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, only Paramore. I still don't get why I was named Paramore. I don't even think they said Paramore one time, so like I'm confused. But shout out to them. Good song. I will listen to it on my own time. Honestly, like the actual song and whatnot. They were both doing their thing. The singing was crazy, but like I said, I understand both sides of the coin on this one, for sure. I understand both sides of the coin, where the parent is like, oh, like, get out of my crib if you're just gonna be getting clapped every day. And the couple's like, yo, I want to be me and express myself in my body and get Molly walked and just love myself and love my partner how I want to be loved when I want to be loved. And I understand that, but at some point, if you want to do that, get out. I feel that, bro. At the end of the day, if you want to do that, get out. Like that's I can't get mad at a parent for saying, you know what, if you want to do something that's not what I want you to be doing, get out, dip. You know what I'm saying? And you can do your body and soul how you want to do your body and soul. Just dip. But anyway, the overall though, I'm gonna get that video and song a glit crazy. Like I said, I'm gonna go check that thing out, let that thing blow, in broad day. I am the Mary Assassin. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Elajas Reacts YouTube channel. Turn on the post notification bell so every time we drop a new video. Definitely go ahead and hit the like button and go to my Taylor Elajas Instagrams right there. Follow up for my own interviews that I do with public figures as well. Feel me? And you can also go to my vlog channel. I'm about to be doing a new series actually over there called Think Like a Woman. You feel me? But also we do like daily vlogs and whatnot. You just get a different side of Taylor over there. So go check that out. But ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taylor Elajas, and you're watching Elajas Reacts.
Big Reaper and I'm back for the killing. When I get on the track, say what I'm actually feeling. I'm a murder baby, you my next victim maybe. Don't